throughout the day, particularly across central and southern Scotland. Far southwest, Dumfries and Galloway and Ayrshire could do quite well over the sunshine this afternoon, and eventually the Highlands and the Northern Isles. But Northern Ireland, as promised, the northwest of England, Wales and the southwest in the sunshine. Further east, always more cloud around and always a chilly.
Have you ever seen such a strange parking space in your whole life before? That's another sign I could do with a good clean. Now I think Teddington Lock is the last lock, or the first, depends which way you want to put it, and it's massive. It's the one and only large lock I've seen. And it's also the spot where the River Thames becomes tidal, I think. Well, there's a sign here that says tidal anyway. Which in other words means that it's turning from freshwater to seawater, which I would have thought would be much more downstream really, because I've got another good 30 miles to go to the Thames barrier, which is still nowhere near the North Sea. Saturday, 6th of April, day number 12, penultimate day today, and it's worked out a treat for me. I have not got my rucksack on my back. I had a cancellation from that crappy little hostel in Battersea yesterday. They emailed me saying I was overbooked, which I was half expecting anyway, because I'd been having a few altercations with them during the week, but they had a stag party in this weekend, and so what I've managed to do is have 2 nights with Flair in her house, which is absolutely fantastic establishment, lovely person, mega comfy bed, television, easy going. So I'm walking 18 miles today to Vauxhall, hopefully, and then get the train back to Hampton Wick tonight, which is only half an hour and a fiver. But yeah, so tomorrow I have got the option of getting the train early in the morning to Vauxhall and then finishing the walk, and then come back to Flair's to get my pack and then go and watch the boat race. I'll see. So all good, all very, very, very good, and I've got a lovely bed to look forward to tonight. against being in a rowdy hostel for the same money. Just a couple of 100 yards beyond them flats, I'm guessing they are, is Twickenham Rugby Stadium. And here we have another island in the middle of the Thames. The Thames goes the other side of that hedge over there in the middle. There's also surprisingly a lot of open green area in London, which I've always found fascinating regarding this. If you compare it to Anglesey, same size-ish, 70,000 people on Anglesey, 8 million in Greater London. Compare it with Wales, 2.5 to 3 million people in the whole of Wales. And there's nearly 3 times as many people in London, which is the same size as Anglesey, than there is in Wales. So just to compare it to Anglesey, just for argument's sake, say there's 7 million in London and not 8 million. There'd be, for every person on Anglesey, there's 100 in London. Again. Yes, you can tell that the river is tidal now because of it's low tide now. And it's going to be high tide in a few hours' time. There's lots of rowing going on today with little boats behind them and their trainers with loudspeakers. I'm just guessing that they're practicing for some of the racing that's going to be going on tomorrow. I'll be passing the end point first of the boat race today, and then I'll be passing the beginning of it by Putney Bridge. It's a bollard, it is, that indicates the end of the boat race. I was at it about 7 years ago, where I cycled around London's sporting venues, rugby, football, cricket and race courses, as you do. The high-rising flats of London are beginning to appear. I'm flying today. The difference that no weight on the back makes. Those are the floodlights of Brentford Football Club, which they'll be leaving, I think, at the end of the season. They're going to a new stadium, which I'll see, I think, in a few minutes' time along the river. Those cranes are the site of the new Brentford football stadium that's getting built. Some more useless information. I'm quite sure that the end of the boat race is just the other side of that bridge, and that's where they gather at the end, the winning team, by celebrating by basically chucking themselves into the river, and that's the TV gantry. Yeah, here is the end of the boat race, which is a straight line from here to that post over there. This time tomorrow, there's going to be thousands of people here, hundreds of thousands. That's the little bollard, which marks the end of the boat race. Now, I can imagine myself now, reverse boat race walk for the next 4.5 miles. Now they'll be going through some ale casks tomorrow. Halfway for the day. Now I had heard of him, honest. This is how low the tide has got now. Reminds me of the Straits. This is the iconic Hammersmith Bridge. I've seen more people up and down the path today than I have on the previous 11 days. It's just constant people exercising, running and cycling and walking their dogs. The posh houses are starting to become posh flats as you're nearing central London. Now there's Craven Cottage, the home of Fulham Football Club. Championship football for you lot next season just got relegated last week. Those are the Oxford crew training. All the TV companies are here ready to film, and just thinking about it, there's going to be millions of people watching this. It's so iconic day. It was even more so when I was a young lad, not as much now, but nobody is going to know who the hell is participating, the names of the people. These people are going to be the two crews, the two university students. They're going to be on telly, but nobody will know what the names are, and they'll never be known to anybody. And it's a similar occasion with the varsity rugby match in Twickenham, which takes place in December, and a few years ago it was a total sellout in Twickenham. 60,000 people on a Wednesday afternoon on a miserable December day, watching unknown rugby players basically from two different universities between Cambridge and Oxford. This is all very interesting for me. I don't know why. That's the Cambridge crew going out for a practice session. Cheeky festival beer by Putney Bridge. Going away from the river for a bit now, all very plush. That's the reason you had to come through them flats, which cost about £5 a month to rent. This is the bridge that goes over the Thames. Look at the height on this building. What is the point? Just been speaking to that lady now about that building, and she reckons that Roman Abramovich, the Chelsea owner, has the top floor. On that note, Stamford Bridge is just behind them buildings over there, within about, I don't know, a mile, I'm guessing, inland from the Thames. So Abramovich can look down at his beloved Chelsea from the top floor of that hideous building. Round that! Just gone past Albert Bridge, and as you can see, the Thames has risen from being low tide earlier. It's very high tide now. Could not hazard a guess what on earth that could be. I could obviously find out if I went up them stairs now, but quite frankly, I don't really want to know. Chelsea Bridge. That's the famous Battersea power station with its large 4 towers on each corner being turned into flats. I return to the riverside after going through the building work in Battersea Power Station, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal by the looks of things. What is this world coming to? What is going to happen in this world? Fast forward 50 years, how are people going to be living? What is technology going to be like? Absolutely frightening thoughts. Huge is the only word to describe that. I seriously can't get my head around this place. It's absolutely unbelievable. Now this is Vauxhall Bridge, which I'll be leaving for today and retracing from here to complete this magical journey tomorrow.